position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Throwing on the run. And incomplete on the deep ball. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams?
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that...
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulls.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Really good surge that time by the offense. offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, the RD.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the catch. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the
deep shot for the end zone. Looking for the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, know where they want to be.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bulls send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the left side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. Just steamrolling the defense. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on second down. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground on promote goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. The screen, he can go. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11.
Here we go.
The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
42 Spider.
Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Buffalo! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive, turning it on.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Bringing the heat. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. He's got it down the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets rid of it. Fakes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. He turns it loose to the left. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulls will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Looking for a crease. It's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Using his legs to buy some time.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Pucks it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And they swarm him under.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. He leaves it with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Headed back to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The run to the left. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll set up to throw. Buys a little time. He'll throw it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice big
into the secondary on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback making checks. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Bulls line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling right and going deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left side. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's deflating, and as a defensive guy, I was frustrated when my offense didn't come through when I needed him to, but now it's my time. I got to go make a play. I got to go force a turnover, get the ball back to my offense so we can tie or win this ball game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Bulls enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
you got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.